the unified lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor.
This is a man's world.
Oh, it's great to see you.
Katie, thank you for coming in.
Congratulations. They're not light, are they,
No,
those
they're
belts?
not, actually.
Well, look, I mean, we should point out as well, you've got 4 world title belts here. We've got the and the green one over there. But then you've got
even pick it up.
They are really heavy. But then you've got that very special one there, which is the Ring magazine belt. What's that one for?
Yeah, so this is the belt you get when you become the undisputed champion, when you have all the 4 belts. So this is very
This is a very unique belt. There aren't many of those about, are there?
A unified
exactly.
belt. There we go. Oh, it's
Yeah.
glorious. Did you ever wear them on a night out?
Yeah, I should actually, shouldn't I?
That's a lot of bling.
Yeah.
Where do you keep them, Katie?
They're just at home, really, in the trophy room.
In the
So,
trophy room.
yeah,
Do you ever
yeah.
come in and see any of your families, like, sort of just posing in them when you're not in the room and just practicing?
Yeah. You probably are, actually, when I'm away, but it's a nightmare going through the airports with them. Yeah.
Now, when you started out, boxing, where you were growing up, was for boys.
Yeah.
And rather than think, well, that means that I can't do it, you just registered as Kay Taylor and fought as a boy.
Yeah, exactly. When I started boxing as a 10-year-old, women's boxing wasn't even allowed in the country, so...
What did the boys you were fighting against think? Because usually you'd have beaten them up as well.
Yeah, well, I was really oblivious to it all, really. I was just there to fight. I was just there as a boxer, just like anybody else, but obviously the officials and stuff, my parents got an awful lot of backlash because of that.
How many fights did you have as a boy against boys?
That happened maybe for a couple of years, as 10, 11 or 12 years of age.
And were you pretty successful?
Yeah, I mean, I was just competing against the guys just like anybody else.
Katie,
And
did you win every single bout?
I did, yeah.
There you go. Well, you don't. Hey, look, I mean, the reality is you don't get to here without having the skills to be able to deliver. I mean, looking at all these belts now, when you think back to that 11-year-old who was having to hide that she was a girl, it's been an extraordinary journey, Katie.
It really has. When I started boxing, obviously, going through all those obstacles and all those struggles, and just seeing where women's boxing is right now. I mean, every single boxing club in the country is packed with female boxers now, and that to me is the most satisfying part about this whole journey.
When you won gold at the 2012 London Olympics, how did that change things? And how did it change things for women's boxing, do you think?
I think the Olympics in 2012 was absolutely pivotal in the success of women's boxing right now. It really has changed the sport. People's perceptions have definitely changed of the sport as well. And I think for the first time in the history of women's boxing, people seeing boxing at its very, very best. And you see the likes of Nicola Adams and Clarissa Shields and all these girls who came through the Olympics. The success that they've had since then has been absolutely phenomenal.
The belt you won most recently, is that one there?
Yes,
That's the green one, which was the fight on the Anthony Joshua undercard in Madison Square Gardens. I mean, you're fighting at one of the sort of homes of boxing. I had friends who were at the fight and they said that your fight was the fight of the night. It was a very controversial decision, though, Katie, wasn't it? Delphine Persoon, who was the title holder, felt that she'd won the fight. You certainly felt you had done enough. It was a very tight decision.
It was a very, very close fight, that's for sure. I think the decision could have went either way, really. That's how close it was. It was a very, very exciting fight, and probably a bit too exciting, really, for my liking.
Have you watched it back?
But I haven't watched it back, but yeah, the decision was very, very close. I knew going into this fight I was going to be the hardest of my career.
Will Delphine Persoon get a rematch with you? Will she get a chance? Will we get to see you fight maybe over here against her?
I'd love that, actually, yeah. The rematch is definitely going to happen. It's on the cards, and I look forward to the rematch. I look forward to beating her a lot more convincingly than I did in the last fight. So, yeah, the rematch is going to be inevitable, really.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
I just think one of the things that's amazing, this documentary is really fascinating. I urge anybody to watch it because there's something that's so understated and calm and quiet.
It's something that I don't find very comfortable, really, but I know it's part and parcel of it, and I just love the fighting part. I love getting into the ring of boxing.
Me in the ring.
Yeah, exactly, but it's great.
Fantastic stuff. Congratulations. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
And the documentary?
Yeah, Katie, it's on Netflix. And it is absolutely brilliant. I've followed your career so closely, Katie. It's an absolute treat to have you in. Thank you for coming in and bringing these belts. and we'll all look forward to that rematch and all your other fights as well.
Thank you so much. I heard you did a bit of boxing before.
Yes, it's interesting. I am undefeated as well, actually.
Just with a bag in the gym.
I am. No, I am undefeated.
Would you take each other on?
Absolutely no chance.
And not because you wouldn't fight a woman.
No, just because I'm terrified.
Mama's going to knock you out.
Do you know what? I would love to train with you, though.
Yeah,
I'd love
we
to do
should.
some sparring,
That'd be
just to
amazing.
understand. Because the thing that you have to watch it. The speed that Katie punches at is just extraordinary. Yeah. It's a little bit fast. She'd have done me 10 times by the time you did that. But it's just, it's just phenomenal.